All right, call her again and hook her up.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't have stuff in my Mercy, come. Mercy, come.
Yeah, more playful.
Mercy. Mercy, come.
So get up and move.
Okay. Mercy, come.
So do a couple. Just do
Do
a
a
couple.
couple.
Mercy, come. Yeah. And then, yeah.
Mercy, come.
There you go. So rather than
Mercy, come.
let her know that that you're going to say that 4 times,
Yeah.
and she's going to sit there and give you the paw,
Right.
get up and move.
Okay.
And then, so she's back, so you're going to have to move again.
Mercy, come.
There you go. Now go sit down
That's it.
and see if you can get her to come and like between your
Mercy,
legs.
come.
There you go.
Good girl.
There you go. And now get up and walk. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Mercy, let's go. I'm gonna have to put this in my other hand.
Now,
Mercy, let's go. Good girl.
that's nice. Let someone do it.
Let her sit.
Yeah.
Let her sit there and do that. Okay.
Well, no, I just let her. I would have undone her there. Now she's giving you the paw,
Right.
so you're gonna have to be more interesting than this, choose it, because she
Okay.
was done. She's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
I'm not motivated to do this.
Yeah.
There's not enough good treats in this world to do
Uh-huh.
this. So what we're gonna do? Wait a second. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you something a little bit more interesting.
Okay.
And this is a chicken gizzard that's been cooked and diced up.
Okay.
Okay. And it's the most nutritious part of the
Okay.
chicken. They're really nice and
Oh.
they're cheap. So
Okay.
let her know you've got something like that in your hand.
Mercy. Now, when I let her know, should I go ahead and give it to her? Or
No,
can I,
no,
bring
just
her out?
put it down by her nose.
Okay, just put it down.
Yeah. Just put it, no, don't go, just put it by her nose. Just keep it in your hand. Oh, what's that? Now move away. Oh, there you go. Now have her sit, yeah, and drop it and take the leash off. You can drop several. There you go. Good girl. Good girl.
Good
Now
girl, Mercy.
free and walk away.
Okay.
So what you didn't want is to end where you didn't want to be.
Right.
So it would have been perfect if you would have just taken that off and just, because she was going there anyhow. But you start to, yeah, perfect. You start to look at that. Good.
Mercy.
Good girl, yeah. Oh, those chicken gizzards are good, huh? Those chicken gizzards are like $1.68 for a pack. I just boil saucepan of water. I throw them in. I take them off the heat.
Okay.
And then about 5 minutes later, I go and I scoop them out with a
Okay.
slotted spoon. You know, I cut it up into small bits, put it into 3 or 4 little plastic bags. 2 I freeze, 1 I put in the refrigerator.
Okay.
I've got a really good treat, and they're really nutritious. They're low in fat,
Okay.
and because you don't want pancreatitis, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want the dog to have a lot of big fatty things, a lot of table scraps.
Okay.
Things like that can create problems. Maybe not so much in the youth, it can though,
Yeah.
but middle age, you know, 4, 5,
Right.
6, if they've had this fatty diet. What you doing, huh? What you looking at, huh? What you looking at? Aren't you a good dog? Aren't you a good dog? And that's just network. That's just rewarding.
Yeah.
And the fact that I could get my voice up there and talk to her, that was really, that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
So I walked over, I got my butt up and walked over and rewarded her because I wanted her staying there.
Yeah.
I wanted her to stay in that down. I did. That wasn't as good, was it? It wasn't as good. It wasn't as good, no. What do I have here? I have a little salmon crunchy. There you go. Okay. That's good. That's nice. So, now you've got putting the leash on.
Yes.
You're never going for a struggle again.
Okay.
You're going to move
Yes. Yeah.
a little bit if you have to. If you can just, after a while, you can just sit there and go, and just drop a couple of Cheerios down.
Yeah.
You could have little cups of Cheerios all over your house.
We do.
Yeah.
That's what you told us last time.
Yeah.
So we did like a big box of them, and then we just put them in little separate containers.
Put them in little separate containers all over the house so that you have it when you want it. Because right now, this is a little sponge. It's going to pick up everything.
Yeah.
So have it pick up. It's going to forget it at 6 months or 8 months. They totally lose their mind as they go through puberty, you know.
Right.
They're just like kids that way.
Yeah.
So they kind of forget everything you taught them. So it's there where you just have to dig your heels in and
Yeah.
get what you want. Make sure that they do what you want. Don't let them at that point get away. You do that for about a month, and then you've got a dog that's well behaved.
Right. Okay.
But everything should be as much fun as you can possibly make it. Everything should be a game.
Right.
When I did search and rescue, my dog had no altruistic happenings where it was like, oh, let me go find Timmy in the well. That's not what the dog went out for. The dog went out because there was going to be a game, a tug game, you know,
Right.
at the end of that little search.
Yeah.
And it was out with me, and it was out in the wilderness, and it was, you know, I mean,
Right.
all the things that it loved.
Yeah.
It didn't go out because there was some, it would alert me when there was some person out there, some
Right.
human. But it didn't go out for that reason.
Yeah.
It went out because it went out for the game.
Yeah.
They, narcotics dogs, bomb dogs, army dogs, police, it's for the game at the end. I mean, the reward for the police dogs are, you know, they get to bite the man in the suit.
Right.
Of course, they also get to bite the
Yeah.
man. But that is, and when they teach that work, this is the sleeve that the guy has on. They let the dog go with the sleeve.
Yeah.
You know, they do the bite. They just, when they're puppies, after a while, they teach them to out.
Yeah.
You know, you don't teach a dog to bite, you teach it to release.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but when they're puppies and they're just learning, they let them take it. And they're so proud, and they've got this big old sleeve in their mouth, and they're just so proud of themselves. And
Right.
so, oh, this is very good. This is very nice. So this doesn't have to be a treat. This can be a what else? And you want to keep the puppy calm. Yeah, I want you. I want you. These nails are getting a little long.
Yeah, we've been clipping them, but for whatever reason, her nails grow really fast.
Yeah, the back ones. Oh, look at what a nice puppy.
I mean, we try not to cut where the pink is because
Right.
I don't want
You
to.
definitely don't want to cut where the pink is.
Yeah.
And it's nice that and if you don't get rowdy with her,
Yeah.
she stays calm. If you
Right.
go over there and, you know, rile her up,
Right.
she gets the puppy riled up, and it doesn't take much to rile up a puppy.
Yeah, it does not.
That's a nice girl.
You tired?
She's toast.
We've been playing all morning.
Yeah.
We've been doing the different stuff around the house, and we do our mornings every morning where we'll take her out and then we'll do the bringing her in and all of that kind of stuff.
So I would practice putting a leash on and off.
Okay.
so that it's a relaxed, compliant, she's
Okay.
compliant to it, she sits there, it's fine, because she's gonna get a treat, she's gonna go off and do something fun, she's
Yeah.
gonna go for, you know, a little walk. I tell folks, do this when you don't have a goal in mind.
Okay.
So, just when you're thinking about it, grab the leash and call her over, do a couple of first times, and then, you know, clip it on, and then clip it off and do a little cookie scatter.
Okay.
Because every time doesn't have to be the time you're going out.
Okay.
If they'll pick up on that, you know,
Right.
that's a behavior that you want. You're just teaching a behavior.
Okay.
So break it into small little bits.
Okay.
And don't have, everything doesn't have to be a goal.
Okay.
You know, I wanna go out for a walk now, and then you end up with a dog that's nuts
Right.
and cuckoo crazy every time you pick up the leash.
Yeah.
You don't, you know, it's not fun.
Right.
It takes
Yeah.
the fun out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So you just teach them to, yeah, she's toast.
Yeah.
Keep up the mat work. Try to have 3 places
Okay.
where they go.
Okay.
Start with 2
Alright.
and just take them out to, when you start with 2, you just take them out to a neutral position. You'll get to the point where you won't be doing that. You'll just, when you walk to another station, that's where you want them. And the station can be anywhere around your house, you
Okay.
know, anything that you want to use. You don't have to go out and buy anything special. But practice that. But with the first, introducing the second station, you just want to bring them out to a neutral position, and then you walk to the other station,
Okay.
and they should come. And so, watch where you position yourself. You want to be up here, so, because I noticed I went too far back, and she followed me back there. So when you see something like that, then you bring yourself up a little bit further,
Okay.
so that she goes in the door, you know,
Right,
instead of,
okay.
you just sort of understand where your positioning is. The other thing is, if you put some treats in your hand, and you keep your hand right here on the point of your hip, they'll look up at you.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know whether you want that or not, but,
Yeah.
and it might not be something you do right now. I would just do the leash and, do the little bit of walking,
Yeah.
have it be fun. She's walking beside you, she's not out there pulling.
Yeah.
This is the time to really cement that in.
Okay.
I cannot tell you, because otherwise you're gonna be training her not to pull,
Right.
which is a drag. So this is the time to really cement in, this is a really good place to be, right beside my mommy when I'm walking.
Okay.
Keep up the mat work. She's
Yeah.
doing great. She's a very nice puppy.
Thank you.
She's a very nice puppy. So questions?
Not that I can think of with that. When we do start walking, because right now we don't walk her around the neighborhood.
No, you shouldn't.
We don't.
Because she hasn't had a
Right,
rabies shot
no.
yet.
Mm-mm.
So,
So we don't walk her anywhere, but when we do start, walking her out like that, when she's walking beside us, do you think that I should, I know not continuously give her treats, but every now and then, reward
Or
her
every
for
now and
staying
then, you can
there?
reward her for staying there. But
Okay.
it'll get to the point where,
She won't do that.
over time, you'll just, it will be enough
Okay.
that she's out walking. And one of the things that I have several clients that, we text each other, we pick a day that works, and we go down to Harbison Neighborhood Trail, and
Mhm.
we all walk together.
Okay.
And there's all sorts of firsts down there. There's ducks, there's all sorts of things that, but,
Right.
I don't charge anyone, I mean, it's something that we do,
Yeah.
It's sort of like, you begin to have this time with your dog
Yeah.
short time, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you sort of, oh my, isn't that nice? And then sometimes we go to Starbucks afterwards
Yeah.
and
Oh.
teach the dogs to sit nice and.
Yeah. Do you ever get them the little the little pup cup thing they have?
I don't, because I'm really against the fat and the sugar.
Yeah.
I'm highly against it.
Yeah.
And, so I don't. But I have in the past, but I don't very often. No, they get a bowl of water when they're there.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably good to them too, though.
Yeah, I'm sort of like, all those sort of things are like human things. Those aren't really dog things.
Yeah.
And what they do is they teach the dog to be a brat.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, those are things that is a marketing ploy on Starbucks to have you come buy coffee.
Yeah. Yes.
And bring your dog.
Yeah. Roxy, my husband has gotten her where she eats ice cream. She does not get it all the time.
Yeah.
But when we go to a restaurant, she thinks, like, she knows that that's where the ice cream comes from. It doesn't matter what restaurant it is. Like, if we go through a drive-thru, she automatically thinks, I'm getting ice cream. And she gets really excited and stuff like that. And I told him I didn't want her, like I didn't want to give her that kind of stuff. I just don't want to. Like,
yeah.
I really would rather Roxy not have ice cream anymore, but that's his.
Roxy's an older dog.
Yeah.
You really have to watch the fat level with older dogs, because you end up on a diet that they 9 times out of 10 don't like, because it has to be so low fat.
Right.
They have to watch, you know. It depends on how long the dog lives, but you get a dog up around 14, 15 years of age, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And that's an old dog. I have one.
I had my dog that just passed away not too long ago, Foxy. I've had her myself for about 13 years, and then my Uncle John had her before that, so she was about 14 or 15 years old. She passed away. She was little though, she was a Chihuahua. So, and then, yeah, but she